Doc and Queenie Facebook Live. I am Doc. Hey, Queenie.
Hey Doc, I wish we could have music because you know what we would be playing today. Are you?
We'd be doing a little celebrating. Yes, I got my lipstick on. Not really, but it works. See, look. Wow, it disappears when I.
This appears on your filter. That's pretty funny. Yeah, seeing you with lipstick is actually kind of funny, Doc. Yeah, but
Yes, it is.
we're donning our Chiefs gear today. Oh my gosh, that game, that game, that game.
Well, the season has
Oh,
been heart attack, heart attack, heart attack, and
the boys are trying to put me in an early grave. Oh my gosh, but it was so fun to watch and thrilling. I mean, seriously. And the cool part is our faithful friends on purpose from all over the country were popping in on our pages to go, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
yes,
And that was super fun.
yes, totally, totally. It's been gonna be a fantastic game. This is not gonna be easy for either side.
No, oh my gosh, no. And of course, all the hype stuff is starting and yada yada. And that's one of those things I always think about. Can you just be nice? It's
Yeah.
just it's fine, but can we all just get along? And
Yeah, it is like I said to you yesterday. It wasn't fun to see them fight.
oh
Like
my gosh,
I
no.
know they're hyped up, but
Yeah, and it's
come
no
on.
fun and all that stuff, but once again, I always think in terms of kids are watching,
Yeah,
if you teach that all you need to do is punch somebody and that's gonna fix a fight, I'm always like, "Ugh," probably not a good message as far as, not only self-control, but conflict resolution maybe, and, so, yeah,
yeah,
I'm sure the Chiefs are writing all this down, but I'm sure they're
yeah.
taking
Because
notes
yeah,
when we talk.
when Doc and Queenie talk, people listen.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all over that.
Uh
I
huh.
did want to give a public announcement. I have a few regalia things on today. Doc actually gave me these last year before we even had a clue how fabulous the Chiefs were. I took this to this ring right here. I took this for several people in the bank training that you guys used to have at Sweet Teas when we got to meet in person. And then I decided to adorn myself with an actual Chiefs Super Bowl ring. So that is super fun. It weighs about 500 pounds, I will say, so I can't wear it all the time because it actually is heavy. And then the fabulous Michelle Cruz gave me these amazing
Very
buttons to
cool.
wear on my Mahomey mask, I mean, headband. And I love that. And of course, I now have tons and tons of red sweatshirts, red shirts, red everything. Looks like you're adorned
I've got my sweatshirt on,
quickly.
and I couldn't find my earrings, so you're wearing them for me that way.
Absolutely.
And this hat actually is from my brother. That this was from
Ah,
last year, and then this
nice.
year we got the
Oh my
mask.
God.
So I was gonna wear it as a funny when we got on, but I can't breathe in that thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty thick, so don't need to
Oh, man.
pass out.
But it's super cute. I mean, honestly, it really is
Yeah,
super
I
cute.
love it.
And
So so yeah, the
I thought,
family had it on.
oh yeah, now that would be a fun family picture also.
Yeah.
Another thing, I saw that Grace sent you a family picture of your family picture.
Yes, she did, which was awesome. Shout out to Grace and send out cards. I just love her and I love the card. It's we all just took our little selfie. This year I was going to send out Christmas cards and I just didn't get around to it. So we had and then we got the picture late. So now I'm maybe this will be a vote for everybody. I was thinking New Year's and we're almost through January. So now it's Valentine's Day, but
There, you could
maybe
just
it'll be Happy
send out
Spring.
cards all over the place. Yeah,
So
that is
yeah.
the best news of all. Oh my gosh. But I wonder how many people are a little bleary-eyed this morning. When I heard the game was on at 5:40 our time, I was like, wait a minute, 3 hours, 9 o'clock. I can't stay up that late. Forget it because you're hyped up and it takes a while to calm down after that.
Yep.
And I saw some of the girls, I was looking on my Facebook page and one of the girls said, I couldn't go to sleep till 1:30
Oh, wow.
because you see, it's that whole adrenaline rush
Yep.
thing. And imagine for us just sitting on the sofa at home, imagine what it would be like for the people in the stands, not to mention the players and their
Oh
families.
my gosh. Just the thought of I've gone to a couple of games, getting home, getting out of the parking lot. Let's start there. Even, it's half full, but still getting out of the parking lot. And then we're a good half hour, 45 minutes away. That's a long night. That's a
Yeah,
long night.
absolutely. But I thought that was funny because obviously when you're younger, nobody actually cares about the time
No.
And
No, did we when we were yeah. Oh, there, yeah.
it's just so funny now because
just
I'm
did
going
good
5:40. I can't stay up that late.
Well, once you hit 25, it's all downhill.
That's why here, and I appreciate your expertise in that arena. So thank you. Oh my gosh. And one of the things I did want to give a shout out, you know what? I am forever seriously blown away by the people that have reached out. And I found out, I Google and or YouTube everything now. How do I this? How do I that? And I'm sure YouTube is looking at my questions going, are you kidding me? I go into these things and I'm like, how do I figure out my analytics of my something this and the words I don't even know? And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I have 4,600 views on my YouTube channel. What?
Wow. That's awesome.
But what does that even mean? So I went to analytics. I don't know. And so I go through that. And then because I did get my 102 subscribers now, which is pretty fun.
Yay.
You know what I found out?
Did you find that?
Imagine that YouTube needs our expertise again. There is a section called channels. And I didn't know what that meant. So I go to the section called channels on Google, on YouTube to find out what that's for. It is an opportunity to add channels of your friends, network partners, business associates, whatever, to add their channels to yours so that other people can see what you're supporting. Are you kidding me? So I know some of the girls at Hello Rev Doc 7. I know some of the ladies in the people in our community have YouTube channels. So I went through the ones I know. Sandy Archer has a YouTube channel. Sherry Berger has a YouTube channel with her company. Several other people. Teresa Sanderson is one of the trainers for YouTube that I've known for years. And all of a sudden she is a rock star grandma on YouTube, basically. And I look at these people and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I added them to my channel list and now they've gotten more subscribers. And I just think, oh my gosh. So literally you hit channels, you go to Kathy's networking partners, I think is what I called it. You click on that and it shows all of them. The first couple come up on everybody's phone, but by the time you get all the way down like that, then you can see everybody's channel. And I thought, oh my gosh. Well, anyway, it's a cool way to support people. And I seriously mean it. I love that reciprocal stuff.
Well, and thank you for saying that, Queenie, because you are, I've never known anybody like you that edifies people and connects people. And that's what we constantly talk about it every Monday. This is just another creative avenue to connect people, and we're serious about it.
Yes.
We're not joking around, and if you're not a business owner, that's okay too. It's all about just connecting. And I mean, we've grown some new friendships. We've met new people. You and I, are reaching beyond where we live, across the country.
Across the world, in your case, my friend.
I was going to say, I'm blown away with, I wish my analytics were that good, but on the Anchor, I'm like taking a guess. I've hit 1,000. Thank you, everybody, which has been fantastic, but I don't know anything past the 1,000. It could be 1,500. It could be, I don't know.
Because it just does 1K on your, doesn't it?
It doesn't get specific. And then I find it funny. They guesstimate the number of listeners and it fluctuates by the hour. So you're like, oh, okay. But one cool thing, what's fun to see is that, and I was telling you that the other day, I had 3 countries that were following me. Now I'm up to 9 or 10, or it might be a little bigger, but just Singapore, the UK, Ireland, India. So it's been fun to watch, and they have their little flag icon on there. So it's just been, but it's all the connection. It's all connection.
It seriously is. I just actually got on my channel, and that's because I knew I would forget someone, which I certainly did. I mentioned you with RevDoc 7 and Here to There Consulting with Sherry Berger, and Teresa Sanderson brands herself as her own name. Then Wake the Health Up is Deb in Las Vegas.
I love that.
Fantastic. And Tracy Williams, of course, with Inspiring Hope.
Yes.
She's a rock star. And then
she is.
Sandy Archer. And then, of course, the one and only Delinda Lane has a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Now you are one of the stars of her shows on Tuesday.
Yeah, we hang out for about a half an hour and chit chat, and that's been fun too. And that's a connection through you. I got to know her through you, so, and then I've met other people through her. So
Unbelievable.
it's all y'all. It's all about connection. And
Can you please spell that for me, all y'all?
I think there's an
No.
apostrophe in y'all.
There's got to be apostrophes in that thing somewhere.
I have a mixed accent, it's got a little,
Little
from the north.
Wisconsin, little Chicago.
Yes,
You got a lot
Chicago,
going on.
and then add a little southern. So
Yeah.
I'm a little confused.
You've got a lot going on with that accent there, Doc. But honestly, it's back to that same thing. We want to thank you guys. We are up to 194 as a
Yes.
broadcast, Faithful Friends on Purpose on our actual Facebook group page. And I think we have almost 300 on the meetup page, which is also called Doc and Queenie. So honestly, it really is a thank you opportunity, because sharing this, the watch parties, then going back to the YouTube channels and watching the videos and sharing those, it really has been so much fun. And who knew that COVID was going to actually turn out to have positive stuff? I mean, look, a win, even in the midst of icky. And you have done so fantastic. Your book's probably very close to actually being published, right?
Almost finished. I'm like, doing a few edits on it, and it'll be ready here shortly. I'm hoping within the next week or so.
Oh my gosh. Now see how cool. Tracy's book just came out in her hand. That's pretty fun. Deborah's book, I think, has been out for a couple months, and she's been working on getting that out in the world. She's going to start doing some YouTube, some of mine is she's going to start doing some broadcasting on her channel. So
very cool. Yeah, it's all cool. So Queenie.
Uh-oh, yes, Doc.
I'm looking at the time here. We still have.
Are we already out of time? Okay, no.
No. So got to get my Chiefs straight. Okay. So I was thinking.
Yes.
We do a lot of networking outside of our own stuff.
Yes, we do.
And I just came upon, and you've done this before, but I just came upon speed networking through one of the groups that we're in, and it's a huge group. And I thought maybe today we could just do a few little speed networking examples. Maybe 3 or 4 questions. Where I had the experience, they do breakout rooms on Zoom, which has been fun. And they gave you 2 minutes to try and find something out about the other person. Okay, so maybe this would be something that we could show people and kind of give, if they want to know or not, we could ask a few little questions.
Yes. No, I really do love that. And I know the group that you're talking about with that. One of the groups I'm in that's actually worldwide, which is super fun. Again, finding things accidentally. In this case, it was on LinkedIn. And I've been actually helping some of the groups that we are in together work on their LinkedIn pages, because when outside people, as in not in our Kansas City local market, when outside people find us, I'm just telling you, the first place they go to check you out is LinkedIn. And if your LinkedIn page hasn't been added or let's say enhanced in a while, that might be a super great time to do it. If you haven't claimed your own URL, that might be a super great time to do it. What's your branding look like? What's your banner look like? All those things. And then just like you said, when they go into the speed networking, what does your actual infomercial look like? And people go, oh, not that again. Well, it's not even a matter of that. It's if you've got 30 seconds or 2 minutes or whatever they give you, that's your time to shine, to let them know what is happening in Kansas City, in your company. And then that allows them a chance to go, what is that about? Let's connect later. Do you have time this afternoon or next week for a Zoom? And so when you meet these people all over the place, you're a perfect example of that, Doc, with all your international connections. Oh my gosh, now people are coming out of the woodwork because everybody knows about your wellness journey. So I think it's genius. Just so you know, because I'm going to cheat, chapter 17 of my first book, and this is not a plug because it's all free on YouTube, but chapter 17 is about questions. And then chapter 24 is called the synchronized event. And that's actually, you can't see charts on YouTube, obviously, but I've got charts in my book that I'll screenshot anybody that needs them, how to set up an actual speed networking event. We used to do them in ballrooms at hotels, blast. 60 or 80 people would show up. And I always prefer even numbers, as you know. And so 80 people would show up and we'd make sure that every single one of those 80 got to meet every single person in that room in an hour.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was super fun. But anyway, I think I'm ready. I'm a little nervous when you start in on me, but so, are we timing this?
Yeah, I've got my timer. So I'm gonna throw you some questions. You're gonna laugh because it's kind of a this or this.
Okay, can I pass?
I'm not sure if you'll pass.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go.
Ready.
Do you like dogs or cats?
Cats.
Do you like purple or blue?
Purple.
Do you like garlic or onions?
Both, but garlic predominantly.
Do you like winter or spring?
Spring.
Spring or summer?
Summer.
See, now I'm running out of questions and I'm trying to keep it general. What is your favorite thing about your business?
Meeting new people.
What is the first question you ask somebody that you meet?
What do you do for fun?
What is the most, if you can do it in 20 seconds or less, or a minute 20 or less, what is the most interesting answer you've ever gotten from somebody you've met?
Actually, that is a true thing. When I said, what do you do for fun? One of the ladies actually said, I get to have my grandchildren as I babysit them. But she said, one of the coolest things I've done for fun is I pretend that we are on a field trip journey. And so she said she gets to take them different places all the time. And they now look forward to that. Instead of being like a daycare environment, she takes them different places, actually throughout the city. They've gone to Science City downtown. Well, this is all pre-COVID stuff, but they've gone to Science City. They've gone to Kaleidoscope,
Cool.
gone to Crown Center, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that's the coolest answer.
You've got about 30 seconds. What is your favorite thing about Kansas City?
I think you never know a stranger. You never meet a stranger here. You know,
what is your favorite museum?
I'm not a museum person because history and gross and dust is not my thing. Museums, but that's not my thing. Although I am aiming to get to the Louvre in Paris, which is kind of ironic. Okay. That's where I'm headed.
All right. We are finished. We're at like 5 seconds. So
wow.
Stop it.
Did I pass?
Good. You passed. I'll let you come on for one more week.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of me. Some of the ones, honestly, and the reason I put it in the book, of course, is people, and it's happened, and that makes me kind of sad. But when people first meet someone, I have found that sometimes they go, hi, do you want to buy a water machine? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's probably not your best approach. And they have never even met you before. And all of a sudden they want you to buy their something. Yep. And one of the groups that I was talking about, that's national group, actually says at the end of each of their meetings, okay, guys, here's the deal. You just got everybody's contact information in this fabulous chat box that you're going to be able to save because they teach everybody how to do that. You save the chat. And now you're going to take all those emails and all that contact information, and now you're going to put them on your newsletter list, and you're going to start, I call it barfing. You're going to start barfing your business on their email box. What do people think about that? Ew, delete, delete, delete. And that's not the relationship building. And that's another thing I love about Kansas City, especially networking full time. I can't believe it, for 13 years now. You really seriously get to know people on a personal level. And I love that. All right. I'm setting up my timer now, my friend.
Uh-oh.
We're going to put Doc on the spot, you guys.
Payback.
Yeah, payback. Yeah, be careful of me. Okay, and again, these are the ones written in my book, so I am a little bit cheaty. How do you feel about tattoos?
For me, it's not for me, personally.
Where were you born?
Chicago.
Yeah. What is something that no one knows about you?
Oh, what is something that I have a degree in graphic design?
What was your first car?
A 1988 Chevy Chevette.
La, 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 la. Yeah. What high school did you attend?
Nazareth Academy in LaGrange Park, Illinois.
Sorry. Are you a morning or a night person?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe that actually, because I've seen in both directions, and you're mm-hmm. all the time.
Yep.
When you were younger, who was your favorite superhero?
Oh gosh, that's a hard one. Superhero, because I even as a young kid, I didn't watch TV or any of that.
Yeah,
Um,
you're not into.
I like superhero. Like I was thinking because my kids are into superheroes. I like
Yep.
Spider-Man. I don't know why, but
Okay. Well, probably the cool costume and climbing up a building might.
yeah. Oops. My
You already
timer went
times
off.
me out.
No, I don't know why it just went off. I don't know.
Okay. What is the first thing you would do if you won the lottery?
Uh, call my lawyer.
Well,
And
it's
then my
a good thing.
investor.
It's a good thing
Oh,
to have legal
you mean
shield.
outside of that,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
well, pay the bills
Okay.
and then gift. I've got a list of people I would gift.
That's
You
awesome.
know,
Of course,
after taking care of the family.
it's always gifting with you. I know that. What is your favorite flavor? This is so bad for a naturopath, but what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Chocolate mint chip,
Could you be a little?
chocolate mint chip, ice cream, anything chocolate mint.
Uh-oh. Okay. Now we've got one more because I can't mess this up, but I think I actually know the answer. In my book, and that's why I'm still going with that, is where's your favorite travel destination?
St. Lucia, Eastern Caribbean.
There we go. And I knew that was it because the pictures that you have shown from that trip have been absolutely phenomenal. And
Oh, it's gorgeous.
yeah. But
Yeah.
once again, and look how fast 2 minutes go, because it's a matter of trying to get to know people. You know, all of a sudden you find out morning or night person and they go, oh my gosh, I hate morning. Oh my gosh, I need my coffee, whatever that looks like. Or, you know, hello, I can't stay up to watch Patrick at 5:40. And it's just one of those things, morning or night person. I can't wait to get up in the morning because you know I'm a freak and I just can't wait for Mondays.
Well, and that you love Monday.
Yeah, I do. And I can't wait to see what the week's going to bring. And even when I look at my calendar and I go, how am I going to cram all of that into 7 little days? And then I squish it down to 5 and 3, 2, 1. And oh my gosh, but it's really true. But you are on morning or night. I've seen you in both.
Yes, I get my second wind at 10 p.m. and then I'm up at 6. Well, sometimes I don't go to bed 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, depending on what's going in my head. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That is seriously amazing. And I will warn everyone,
Uh-oh.
I've learned the hard way. I was on a call with a national group, and who knew that there would be people from literally both coasts, and then little me in Kansas City. And so we were doing this exact thing on speed networking. So I don't always do just what's in my book, but I almost always get a lot of those questions in. So I said, what was your first car? And for the first time in 13 years, my asking that question, the lady that I was in the breakout room with said a 1962 Chevy Impala. And my first car was a 1962 Chevy Impala. Now hers was gray and mine was incredibly fabulous white with red leather interior. But honestly, and I just went, you've got to be kidding me. And so, but I will warn everybody out there, when you're in a group and you are trying to be discreet about the fact that you're 27, you kind of give it away when you say
so you have to use the car question is what you're saying.
Yeah. So that, or don't do the year, which would be fine.
Because, or you could answer it, I'm a car collector and my favorite car
it's now in the Smithsonian, which is super cool.
It's not a 1988 Chevy Chevette.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But I couldn't believe it. This girl is fantastic. And all of a sudden when I was doing that, I went, you've got to be seriously kidding. 13 years, I've never had that happen before.
That's funny. That's totally funny.
Yeah, but you kind of give your age away. I've been in groups before where they say a 2010, whatever. And I'm like,
yeah. Oh you're like,
I think I'm in the wrong room.
Well, and my first car out of college was a two-tone blue Chevy Beretta. And that's when they first started doing the, you know, like it was all, I thought I was hot. Yeah. And I just look back at that like, oh my gosh. It's just funny. It's perspective. It's perspective.
I would like to share something with our faithful friends on purpose today, because it's super interesting when I said, what is something no one knows about you? And you talked about your degree in graphic design, right?
Yes.
I also know something about you that a lot of people don't, that you don't share often, that I think is super cool, that you were a tennis star.
Oh, yeah, I played in the junior leagues. Yeah, I went practically all the way up to the top. Yep. So yeah, I started when I was 5 years old, and I quit around 25.
Wow. I just think that is so fascinating. And I really mean that, because when you were telling me that and you were talking about all the fantastic things that you did in high school and college, it was just like, oh my gosh. And then when you started tennis at 5 years old, I don't think I even knew how to tie my shoes then. And I just playing tennis.
Yeah, I was playing tennis. By the time I was at like 10, I was playing with people twice my age. I mean, I played, back then it wasn't, like what we have now with what the kids are in now with these
Oh my gosh.
groups, and they're 5 days a week, 7 days a week, and then they travel. We didn't have it back then, back in the day, like we like to say, back in the but but it was,
77.
yeah, it was 4 days a week, and I spent most of my Saturdays playing tennis. So yeah, yeah, it was it's funny as you age and you still think you can. I tried a couple of years ago to play tennis, and I'm like, why can I not hit the ball? It's
And
like, well, because
beside me, why can I not see the ball?
yeah, yeah. Like I miss it like this by this much,
Yeah. Am I out of breath just walking to the tennis court?
Yeah. 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 So, but no. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. That's funny
I think
because
that is super, but that's what I actually thought you were going to say. But I guess that's true. A lot of people on Doc and Queenie might not know about your graphic design degree also.
yeah, I use it here and there. I used it for a while when I was first married, and then I moved on.
Well,
So
think about, and for everyone listening now live or on the replay, please consider this. Go to Doc's YouTube channel, RevDoc7, because her graphic design shines through. When you see my videos, they're hello, push a button video. And thank goodness the technology stuff works that I've learned by Googling and YouTubing. But for Doc, she's got this zone in, zone out, music behind, all these different things that she does with her editing. And you really, when you watch one of her videos, not only do you learn about the soup or the broth or the garlic or whatever she's teaching us, but you also see the difference in how she's doing the design. Your gifts are huge, my friend.
thank you. Well, and I've got a really cool phone. Sorry, it's not an iPhone. So
Yeah.
got a lot of little things that I'm discovering that you can use, creatively. But yeah, so
That
this is
really is
pretty cool.
amazing. And I wonder how long it's going to be before Kansas City, well, I can't even say relaxes, because I think we're still on a high actually from last year. But like I say, even when I see this ring, and I wish it could do it
I
justice.
know it's nice and sparkly.
Yeah, it's fabulous, but it does weigh so much. It literally gives me arthritis for wearing it this long. But it really is so fun with all the Kansas City pieces and the different pictures and things that are coming out, and just the participation that we had from all of our faithful friends on purpose yesterday. That was a blast.
Yes.
Doc, tell us a little bit about you and your business as far as infomercial-esque, because believe it or not, we're out of time again.
Are we seriously? Oh my
And
gosh.
no. And then we can get to what we have coming up with Doc and Queenie and some of our other events this week.
Sounds good. Well, hey, I am a naturopathic practitioner, and I actually am in preventative. I train people to be preventative, or if you are ill, I help you get out of a chronic illness, basically, in a nutshell. I'm not your typical doctor, but my background, I got sick, and that's how I wound up in natural medicine. I also do a Mighty Morning Moment is my podcast, which you can find on Anchor and Spotify and other platforms. My approach is the soul, body, spirit. That's how we're designed. Everything impacts everything. The way we think has been attached scientifically to cancer and other diseases. So if you have stinking thinking and are negative all the time, it's eventually going to catch up with you. And my Mighty Morning Moment works on just a little 3 to 5 minute thought process. So please check that out. And then my YouTube channel, I'm an avid gardener, and I love playing around, like you were saying, Queenie, with technology. And I love to teach people about anything that's health or health related, or just zany stuff. Or, I've been throwing little mini recipes on there. I am very simplistic in my approach, because really your health is not that hard. but it's also not a quick fix because, unfortunately, our body is complex. And so we have to, you can simply build your system back and stay healthy. And you can do it simply. And that's basically my philosophy. So, but I'm also honored to be part of your water team, the Kangen water team with the Miracles with Water. So I'm going to flip it over to you, Queenie, on what you do, which everybody knows, shout out and thank you to everybody for joining your YouTube channel. I think it's fantastic. And thank
going up, my friend. I've been watching.
Yeah, and thank you to everybody for, helping us grow our Friends on Purpose, and shout out and ask. Keep passing it along. We'd love to grow our faithful Friends on Purpose. So, Queenie, tell us more about what you do.
And I love that part too, because now the parts of the community, just like Pam Copeland, I didn't know her at all until we got to have her as a guest live. And now she's connecting with some of the people. And I love that. And it really has been super fun. I love having you in our Miracles with Water family as part of our Kangen Water team. And that is so cool. If you buy a machine from me, buy a machine from Doc, any of our faithful Friends on Purpose, we want everyone to have this technology. Who knew with the COVID thing coming up, we don't cure, treat, diagnose anything, et cetera, et cetera. But who knew that EPA.gov was going to say on their website, hypochlorous acid kills COVID? Well, our machine makes hypochlorous acid 2.5 pH water.
Yep.
And so the good news is you can have hand sanitizer. You don't have to haul cases of bottled water, all that stuff. This is not a claim. It is a matter of push a different button. You now have this strongest possible water on the planet. And it's so awesome. And I love that. And then my books are up here also. And the reason I say it that way is you can go to my YouTube channel now. I decided, why am I going to charge people when I would rather be able to let everyone be able to get the book for free? I've got all 11 chapters of the purple one, which is Networking on Steroids, PQ, post-quarantine. And I'm on chapter 21, I think, in the Networking on Steroids original, because there's 25 chapters of that. And I'm going to do sections, not chapters, for the He Hit the Clouds Running and Never Looked Back, the Grief Journey book. I am forever surprised how far that has gone. I have sent books to Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Las Vegas, Oregon. I mean, it's amazing the reach that has gotten. And I really didn't do much promotion on that. I just made it available in case someone needed it. So it has been phenomenal to me, this journey of 13 years networking full time. I have so many people in my water family now. I was Zooming before it was cool. My team's not local. So I literally have been on Zoom for about 4 years because I train people all the time on the nuances of this machine. So you don't have to have chemicals in your home, and the bottled water thing is killing me. So I love being able to share that with people.
Well, it's, as of course, we're both health nuts. And as we know, water is the basis. We're made 70% water, and it makes sense. And to have the technology that the machine offers, it keeps us one step ahead of.
Oh my God.
It really does.
We have a banking partner now that helps us with financing, so you don't have to put any money down, and you can do small monthly payments depending upon your credit score. We can't make claims on that either because it does depend on your credit score. But
right.
People, I think it seems to me she could do 650 actually, Doc. I can't remember that for one of our other persons, but anyway, we've got a lot of different financing options now because this water, the machine literally costs about 70 cents a day to own, and it lasts a lifetime. So I won't be without it, but I'm thrilled.
Oh, and that's me too. And this is not to guilt anybody, but isn't your health worth it? And I say that and when I'm working with people in my own business, outside of the water piece, but I mean, taking care of yourself should be number one. I mean, you can still eat that donut or drink that coffee or whatever, but the water is the basis. And no, I believe in it, and I know you do, obviously, and it's just a great product.
Thank you. I really appreciate your endorsement 1,000,000%. I wanted to share, and I'm trying to make sure I get the date and time right. Obviously, every single Monday at high noon, we get to see you guys live on our Facebook group page, and we love that. And then can't tell. We have a guest. I was going to just give the information away. We have a guest live this week with one of the fantastic people that you met, Doc, on a networking call.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited to have her. It's going to be fun. She's a really neat lady.
Where's she from?
She is from Wisconsin.
Ta-da!
So my old stomping grounds, actually west of where I used to go to school. I went to school up in Wisconsin. So
How fun is
uh,
that?
yeah, but no, and we have a few slots open coming up. So
Uh,
uh, throw
you.
that out, throw that out to folks. It's a great practice, even if you just want to sit and talk with us for 15 minutes and there's no pressure. We
Mhm.
just open it up. You can share what you want,
Yeah,
you
we're
know.
kind of strict and rigid, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, you're more strict and rigid than I am, but
Yeah, you're right. And then
oil and water.
we have Bible trivia has been a super fun blast every Thursday night. And people are like, how can you have fun at Bible trivia? Well, some of the faithful friends on purpose that have chosen to participate and guess the answers right along with us. And then you get to read the scripture verse associated
Yes.
with that question. It has been a learning curve. And I think a lot of times, I mean, you learn this with your kids. If you make learning fun, then all of a sudden we can walk away with a new scripture that's in our head. And it's
Yeah.
those thank you, Jesus moments. It's really cool.
And the questions on there are hard and easy, and you don't have to be a Bible scholar,
Thank
you
goodness.
know. And we've learned a lot of things. I mean,
Yes,
really, there's
yes,
some
for
stuff I'm
sure.
like, oh, that's in the Bible. I forgot about that. Yeah. So, but no, it's a good time. It's a good way to stay sharp,
Yeah, or get sharp actually in my case.
get sharper.
Yeah. February, I was looking at my thing so I didn't make a mistake. February 23rd is our next bingo night. And
Awesome.
gee, how much fun was that one that we had?
Oh, we had a blast. We had a big time blast. It was
Yes.
and we had the most, well, they were all fun. Last time we were just goofing around a little more than often, but it's just fun. Okay, I will admit it. I was goofing around a little more than I usually do. So,
It
but we
was
had fun.
oh my gosh, it happened to be National Popcorn Day. So that's
Yes.
even more fun because people brought their popcorn to the bingo party. These are all online, by the way. And so if you would like to be a sponsor for our February 23rd bingo night, connect with Doc or connect with me and we'll set
Yes.
up. We still have a few slots open. As soon as people find out their sponsorship, all you have to do is provide a gift and you get a
Yep.
minute to talk about your company.
There's no rules on the sponsorship. It could be $5 gift. It could be a $50 gift. It could be whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've had
Yes.
some really cool gifts, and it's great to see people that don't know each other connect.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. And that was actually a blast. So we've got Bible trivia, uh, Doc and Queenie live, guest live, and bingo.
I'm
Okay,
glad we're not busy.
I know. And then yeah, and the next thing is our fantastic Michelle Cruz has her Ladies of Justice on
Yes.
Wednesday the 27th, and it starts at 7. That's also a Zoom. And so I wanted to share that because she has certainly been a faithful friend on purpose since the beginning. Um,
And you are a sponsor of that too, Queenie.
Yes, I am. I'm super excited. This month, I get to sponsor with Marilyn Arnold, and that's a blast.
Awesome.
So I met Marilyn. I was doing a gig for the Lee Summit Chamber out at their location. I think they called it, oh my gosh, I knew I'd messed that up. It's something about afternoon chat with the chamber or something like that. And it was a blast. And she was there and she saw my win card. Women in Networking Connecting for Christ was one of the groups we've had pre-COVID. And so all of a sudden she said, what is that? She got involved in our community and now she's a big member with ACA and Karen Reyes and a lot of those ambassadors. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And now she's connected also with Michelle. So now she's one of the sponsors for Ladies of Justice.
Awesome.
Mind how this keeps
Yep.
going.
Well, and it's a small world. It's incredible. All of these people we've come across, and you and I are still having people pop up that I know that you've known for years and vice versa. And we both are like, whoa. Yeah.
I saw you with Laura Christine and I have to stop and think, Laura, oh, Doc. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know, because I've never called you that. And so it has always been one of those, as soon as they say your name, I'm like, oh yeah, I know her. And guess what's happening at 11 o'clock this Friday?
I don't know what's happening at 11 o'clock this Friday, Queenie.
This is Coffee Club and also with Michelle. And the other good news is I get to train on LinkedIn that day.
Awesome.
So I use the training word lightly because all it's going to be is basically a chat. Some of the things I've learned the hard way on how to get my LinkedIn page.
But it'll be a good training. It's, a lot. You say you don't, but you do.
Yeah.
You've kind of broken some teeth on stuff. And
Yes, I have. Yes, I definitely. I have.
Yeah.
And but everything I do is Google and YouTube, and I type something in, and like I say, I'm sure those are going, are you kidding me?
There she goes again.
What
Yeah.
is she trying to learn now? And so I dive into all these videos, and then I go, aha, now I can do it. So it's one of those things I know just enough to be dangerous. But thank you, Michelle, for opening this up to everyone. And I'm super excited to be doing that. So if anyone wants connections to anything as that we have mentioned, Doc is certainly a great resource, and I'm happy to help too. So Doc, I hate to say this, but
It's time, isn't it?
take us home.
Wow. Well, thank you, everyone. We appreciate your support as faithful friends on purpose. And please spread it and share the word. We love to have more friends come and join us. Don't forget, we're on next Monday at high noon. I still can't get that that my hand pointing down. It's Monday and she's awake and I'm not, but we really appreciate, seriously, we appreciate you. We are honored to have you as our friends and networking with you, and take care and have a great rest of your week. And we will see you soon. Go Chiefs.
Bye, Doc.
Bye, Queenie.